Hello, crafty friends. This is Anya General with Ink, Paper, Scissors. Today's video was so much fun to make because I'm combining three of my favorite things to work with: PET tape, embossing folders, and my stash of scrap backgrounds. I love all three on their own, but when you bring them together, the results are absolutely gorgeous. In today's video, I'll show you how I used these three techniques to create 9 quick and easy Christmas cards, all perfect for the holiday season. You guys already know how much I adore working with PET tapes. They make card making so fast, so simple, and so satisfying. And today's cards really highlight just how versatile they are. The Washi tape shop is having some amazing Black Friday deals, so if you're interested in any of the tapes I'm using today, make sure to check out the video description for those details and for my affiliate links. Using those links helps support my channel at no extra cost to you, and I truly appreciate every single one of you who chooses to shop that way. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss one of my weekly card making videos. You can also find the full product list along with close-up photos on my blog, which I have linked below for you as well. Now let's take a look at some of the products I will be using. This is the pre-cut Winter Dreamscape PET tape. Next, this is one of my favorites. I love the images on this one. They are all about 6 inches wide, so you can cover a full card panel and simply trim the edges. This one is called Pre-Cut Frozen World PET tape. Next is the Pre-Cut Winter's Whisper PET tape. This one has a lot of Christmas and winter images, and the soft color palette makes it perfect for elegant holiday cards. Then next is another favorite of mine. This one is called Pre-Cut Midnight Noel PET tape. I love these windows. They make for such quick and stunning cards. The soft glow in each window scene gives every project an instant cozy, storybook feel. Next, it's the pre-cut Frosted Meadow PET tape. The scenes on this one have such a peaceful winter feel, which makes them amazing for serene Christmas cards. Then we have the pre-cut Crystal Garden PET tape. I love this one as well. The icy florals have so much detail and instantly elevate any background. The cool tones and crystalline accents make it perfect for elegant winter cards or soft holiday scenes. And finally, the pre-cut Holly Bloom Wide PET tape, which is also one of my favorites. The classic reds and greens on this tape are perfect for traditional Christmas cards. Wow, there are so many beautiful tapes to pick from. These make creating cards so easy and fast. If you're sending out a lot of cards, these PET tapes make creating Christmas cards a breeze. I went through my stash and pulled out a bunch of Altenew and Gina K Designs embossing folders, and I'll be using many of these today in my video. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, and I can create a part 2 of PET tape, embossing folders, and scrap backgrounds. Now let's get started on our cards. I start out by going through all these backgrounds that I've created and saved in my scraps. They are finally getting their moment to shine today. I pick a few, specifically a red one and a green one, and I use them with the perfect Poinsettias embossing folder by Altenew. I'm using my Spellbinders Platinum 6 with the universal plate system. This is the easiest way for me to find the perfect sandwich for whatever brand of embossing folder I'm working with. These 2 card fronts are from my Distress Ink versus Distress Oxide video in case you'd like to see exactly how they were created. I'll link that video for you at the end. Next, I'm pulling out a few essential dies, like the Spellbinders mirrored arched labels and the linear touch rectangles and tag to die-cut panels for my card front. These shapes add a clean, polished look and work beautifully with PET tape and embossed backgrounds. I'll let you sit back and enjoy how this card comes together, and I'll be back in just a moment for the next card. For this next card, I'm using the Gina K Designs Lattice embossing folder along with a background from my scraps. I'm pretty sure this was the one where I stamped the Gina K Designs Elegant Script background stamp using Uncharted Mariner. I placed the panel into my embossing folder and run it through my Spellbinders die cutting machine with the universal plate system. The front of my card has the texture of the lattice, but I embossed it so the raised side is actually on the back. I wanted the pattern to be subtle, and I always feel like the recessed side gives you a softer, more elegant look when you're pairing it with busy backgrounds or bold imagery. If you ever want a more muted texture, flip your panel so the design debosses instead of embosses. This keeps the pattern from competing with the focal point. For this card, I'm using the die-cut panel I created earlier with the Spellbinders linear touch rectangles and tag. Then I pull out the pre-cut Crystal Garden PET tape and choose an image that gives this card a really serene, peaceful vibe. I trim about ½ an inch off the top of my die-cut panel and adhere it to the top of my card front. Then I add a sentiment from my sentiment drawer. This is where I store all my pre-made sentiments in the card sleeves I've linked for you before. I'll make sure they're linked again below, along with the short where I show exactly how I store my sentiment strips. And just like that, this card is complete. For my next card, I'm bringing in the Deck Planks Embossing folder by Altenew, and I've chosen a background panel that has that perfect farm-style color palette. I really want this card to have a rustic, farmhouse feel. To create that look, I ink up the raised side of the embossing folder using Persian Blue ink by Altenew. Then I place my cardstock inside, close the folder, and run it through my die-cutting machine. This gives me that beautiful ink-pressed wood plank texture that feels so warm and homey. Next, I die-cut a panel using the Nordic frames die set from the Greetery. I absolutely love the detail around the edges of these frames. They pair perfectly with this farm-style background and add just the right amount of charm. I'll let you watch the assembly of this card, where I once again use images from the Crystal Garden PET tape. And I'll be back in just a moment for the next card. For this next card, I'm using that same Deck Planks embossing folder, and I'm also bringing in Master Layouts 18 from Gina K Designs. I've used the frame from this die set so many times. You've probably seen it in several of my videos. It's just so versatile, and I love the stitched detail around the edges. I die cut the frame from another one of my scrap backgrounds, and then I pair it with the beautiful Frosted Meadow PET tape right on my card front. I pop up the frame using Altenews foam tape to give it a little dimension, and then I finish the card with an older sentiment from my stash. And just like that, this card is complete. For my next card, I'm using Gina K Designs Master Layouts 11 along with the Piped Floral Lace embossing folder by Altenews. I'm also using the Holly Bloom PET tape, which is perfect because the images are just the right size for my die cuts, mimicking postage stamps beautifully. I start by arranging the die cut images onto my card front, making sure the placement feels balanced. Then I add my sentiment, stacking a few die cuts to give it some dimension. Once everything is adhered, my card is complete, and I love the elegant layered look it creates. For my next card, I'm using Lawn Fawn stitched rectangle dies, and I die cut one of the smallest rectangles. Next, I bring in the Tapestry embossing folder by Gina K Designs. I place my red cardstock panel inside the embossing folder and run it through my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine. Once it's embossed, I take my Cloud White Altenews ink and gently rub it over the raised areas of the embossed design. This subtle technique highlights the intricate tapestry pattern and creates a soft contrast against the red background, making the details really pop. A tip here: you can adjust the pressure of your ink application depending on how bold you want the highlights to be. Lightly brushing gives a gentle effect, while a bit more pressure creates a stronger contrast. Also, this technique works best with embossing folders where there is not a lot of space between the patterns. After highlighting, I go through my Midnight Noel PET tape and choose a window that fits perfectly within my stitched rectangle. I finish the card by selecting a sentiment from my stash and adhering everything in place. And just like that, my card is complete. A simple process that creates a gorgeous textured design with just a few materials. And that wraps up today's video. I had so much fun creating 9 cards using PET tape, embossing folders, and scrap backgrounds, and I hope you found some inspiration to try these techniques yourself. I'd love to hear from you. Which card or technique was your favorite? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. I've included all the products I used in the description below, along with links to the videos I mentioned throughout this tutorial, so you can explore these techniques further. I've also included the discount code for the Washi tape shop. Just a reminder, this code is only valid for their seasonal sale, so don't wait to use it. And if you'd like to support my channel, using my affiliate links really helps me continue creating free tutorials for you at no extra cost. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It means so much to me and helps me keep making videos like this. From my household to yours, I'm wishing everyone a happy, joyful, and cozy Thanksgiving. I truly appreciate all of you for watching, supporting, and sharing in my love of card making. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Until next time, happy crafting!